Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. All right, first up, you're going to want to grab some really nice thick cut, center cut pork chops, some strawberries, make sure they're nice and ripe, a little bit of honey for sweetness, some chipotle peppers and adobo, you can use the whole ones or pre-chopped, and some green onions. We love those around here. Let's get to work. First up, grab an oven-safe skillet, preferably stainless steel or cast iron. Add a couple tablespoons of olive oil in over medium-high heat, and then lay in your pork away from you. Season generously with salt and pepper. That's a thick piece of meat, don't you know? Give it a sear for 3 to 4 minutes on the first side, and then flip it over, season that second side, and tuck it into a 375-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes, or until it's cooked through to about 135 to 40 degrees internally. Next up, halve or quarter about 10 strawberries, and add them to a blender along with 1 to 2 chopped up green onions, 2 to 4 chipotle peppers, just really depends on the spice level that you are going to be able to tolerate. Add in a splash of red wine vinegar from the pantry, and about a tablespoon of honey, again, more or less depending on how sweet you want your final sauce to be. We'll season it up with a pinch of salt, and then blend everything for a good 60 seconds on high or until there are no large chunks of anything remaining. Alright, we've got some perfectly cooked pork there. We're going to remove that from the skillet, and definitely not going to waste all of that wonderful flavor down there in the bottom. We're going to add in a couple of sliced green onions, and all of that luscious strawberry chipotle sauce. Scrape up all the fond off the bottom of that pan, and stir it around to emulsify the juices and fats and everything into the sauce. We're going to let this simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes while that pork rests until it has reduced slightly and those green onions have had a chance to soften. Finally, for a little extra contrast, I'm adding in some chopped fresh strawberries right at the very end. Gives it a nice difference in texture and a little bite of sweetness in that mostly savory sauce. Return your pork to the sauce and add in any accumulated resting juices because that's just great flavor. We wouldn't want to waste that. I'm plating this up next to some roasted potatoes and broccolini, but of course that part's totally up to you. We'll lay down a chop, spoon over some of that luscious, spicy, smoky, slightly sweet sauce. Garnish with a few green onions, and if you want to get fancy with it, you can slice up a strawberry and tuck that right on top. And there you go. About 25 minutes, you've got a strawberry chipotle smothered pork chop. That is perfectly cooked. Nice and moist on the inside. Let's give it a bite here. Despite only having a few ingredients, that sauce has an amazing depth of flavor from the chipotles, that adobo sauce that they're cured in, and oh man, the fresh strawberries just balance it out perfectly with a nice tangy, fruity sweetness. I love pairing smoky and fruity flavors together, and this is an absolute winner right here. It'd be great on fish, chicken, great on any kind of barbecued meat, but just give it a try. Let me know what you think, and get out of here and go make something delicious.